All right. So this video is going to be a little bit different compared to what I usually do. I usually talk about just, gaming or whatever, but this time I wanted to talk about TikTok. I've talked about it before, only once, surprisingly. I thought I would have talked about it several times since then, but the video didn't really do well, so I figured not to. But this is something that's been bothering me because I was going to talk about it in that video, but that video was more or less just news. I'll probably show the thumbnail somewhere around here, but that video was just news. I wanted to make it a two-parter sort of thing where you watch part of it and it's like it's news, and the other part was about my experience with it. And this is an experience now that I've had twice, and it is extremely annoying. It is something that really, it just makes you not want to post on the app at all. Originally, I had two accounts, okay? I had my main account that I used for a very long time. I used it since I made the account in COVID, so 2020. Using that account, I posted whatever I wanted to, and that was the time in which the algorithm was probably in one of the best states because your video was shared. You could post once a day and it was fine. I think a lot of people were figuring out if you posted too many times in a day, your video wouldn't get shown. There was shadow banning, things like that, and that usually was to creators who were toxic and things like that. But it did happen randomly, but it never happened to me at that time. There's like the 200 view jail that exists, and then there is the 10 view jail. There's a little bit of a difference in there. We'll get into it. I'll finish talking about my experience overall. Pretty much what happens is from COVID to all of that, I grew a good amount of a following. That was during a time where a lot of people didn't know, there wasn't a face to TikTok. There wasn't a lot of creators where you think of TikTok, you think of certain creators. There was still people just coming up, and that was great. Something that happened was Among Us was really popular. I made some videos on Among Us. They were just some simple edits. The videos are deleted by now. I've deleted them. But one of them got 3.1 million views. And that was cool. But it wasn't me. It was just some stupid, simple idea of quick editing that for some reason a lot of people really enjoyed. So that video being long deleted, and then after the fact, having posted just other videos that got some little bits of traction here and there. And then eventually I had to take a very long break. I wasn't on the platform for a year. And now a lot of it is speculation. A lot of people don't know for sure. There's no factual bits behind TikTok a lot of the time of how the algorithm works, how your account is affected based on how you upload. And it's something that makes you kind of just sit back and not really know what to do. But so I didn't really use that account. I privated that account. Sometimes I would post things, just dumb edits. They're privated. I could show them. I'll have some probably pop up or something. If I do it, probably might not. I might now since I've talked about it so much. But pretty much I just used that as sort of a random account. Treated it like it had no followers. Treated it like it was just some private thing. It had 35,000 followers for a very long time. 40,000 at its highest or something like that. 42,000. A lot of those followers were gone. A lot of those people got banned. Just numerous things like that. And so eventually I was like, okay, let me make another account, start fresh, and just use, just upload my gaming stuff and all that on there and just treat it like how I did before. Now, it could be the times of changing, people don't like what was uploaded years ago. They like what they like now, which is brain rot, TikTok sort of things. I'm not shaming anyone. I'm not trying to make fun of anyone. It's just that's sort of what you see does really well, at least in my algorithm. I know everyone's is different. There's book talk, there's makeup TikTok, whatever, video game so weird. Or hopecore TikTok. There's people who comment so that they stay in the algorithm. Some people know how it works. It's a lot of interaction based. But so for that account, I would upload the videos, would do 200 views, sometimes hit 1,000, and it was great. Well, not exactly what I wanted, but it was something, okay? So it was I was just uploading of TikToks, me playing with my friends, and then eventually, randomly, it happened when Helldivers first came out. The account is deactivated. I don't want to go through the process of reactivating it because then it resets the time in which the account is fully deleted. I need it to be deleted so I can actually have that handle on my actual TikTok account. And I don't know if it's maybe the name that's censored or something like that, but pretty much what happened is eventually the videos, and I'll show some bits here. I don't have anything screen recorded of that account, but of my account now, which is the equivalence, it gets 10 views. The video is posted, it gets 10 views. Now, something that I've experienced is that, say you post a TikTok, it doesn't do well to begin with, and it's the first hour or something. You post it, it's not doing well, and then you delete it. You delete it, you repost something else. You do basically a lot of stuff that's just kind of flooding the algorithm. The algorithm kind of just shuts its doors and it pushes you out. It doesn't let you, like, it shuns that video that you just tried to repost because the other one didn't do well, if that makes sense. And that's something that's happened to me before. And I get that. I'm fine with that. I think that makes sense. It should be something where, you know, when you post something, that's your final edit. That's the thing that you are, like, that's what you want to push out. You got to leave it. So it's kind of a known thing where it's like, hey, every 3 hours or so, you post a video, 3 hours later, post another one, certain things like that. Some people say post three videos a day. Some people say post 5 a day. Some people say post 1 a day. Some people say post 1 a week. It's different for everyone. And the thing that's really bothering me is that it's happened again for my account. For this old account, not the new one that I created. That one's deactivated, like I said. This one that I've had for a very long time, it's now going through the same process. I don't know if it's like an IP thing where they just get your IP or something like that and then they just deactivate stuff or whatever. I don't know. A lot of like my account doesn't have a lot of features. I know most people who make an account now, they can see if someone views their profile. There's like pinning comments. There's a lot of things that you can do on TikTok that just don't work on my account. You can't do it. It doesn't matter what version of the account you make, if it's business, if it's personal, if it's whatever, never works. And I've never had any of those certain features. Very annoying. I don't need them, but it's something where it's like, okay, so I'm not getting all of the benefits of being on the platform. And I don't think I deserve like some sort of like I'm not righteous. I'm not royalty. I don't need to be. This isn't a video of me going, oh, I didn't get 1 million views on this video. That wasn't really that good. I know some of the ones aren't good, but my thing is like, if I think it's not good, a lot of the time those videos do really well. If I don't really put much effort into it, it's a lot of quantity over quality for TikTok. And seeing that this issue has happened again, it's really annoying. It's very annoying. It's just me kind of, that's what this video is sort of about, is just me giving some, you know, my personal experience, kind of venting about it a little bit, talking about how stupid it is, because I know there's a lot of people who have experienced this issue, and it's something where it just makes you not want to post. If I take a break for a week of not posting, I rack up a bunch of TikToks that I can now post. Sometimes it just the same issue still happens. Some people say you just have to post and fight through it or something, and I don't understand how that works. I was just getting, so like there's a 30-day period. If in 30 days or 28 days, something like that, if you can get 100,000 views, you can become part of their creator program. So if a video is over a minute, you basically get paid for posting after that point. And I love that because, you know, this old account is at 35,000. You need like 10,000 followers to be a part of it. Maybe the account got flagged or something, but they don't tell you. You don't get notifications. You don't get a warning. You don't get emails. You don't get anything that references your account, that states anything. If you have notifications on for someone, that's when you get an email. Other than that, you never get any bit of info from TikTok. They don't fucking tell you anything. Now, I know TikTok will probably get banned with a lot of the issues. This isn't a political video. The things that are happening with all of that and, you know, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, all that sort of stuff, it's like, it's really stupid. And in all actuality, TikTok shouldn't be banned. TikTok shouldn't be bought out by, you know, like a US company, because that's just bad business for everyone. That means all your data is probably going to be stolen, and everything you search for on there, when you go on Google the next day, you're going to see all of those things that you just looked at, like ads around that, stuff like that. No one likes that. That's really, you know, no one enjoys that. But TikTok does have a few issues of a lot of the things that people really enjoy. Some of the time people don't admit it, but a lot of it is luck. And off of my experience, it is luck. It is not talent a lot of the time of videos that do well. Now, obviously, it's like I say it, it's just word of mouth. You'd have to just trust me. You can't really see it. There's no other way to find it. I had screenshots of it, I think. I never really looked again. I think they're all deleted by now, or they didn't save to this phone. I've gotten several new phones since then. Yeah, so pretty much everything before that point, I'd say is just not, it's all after COVID, so like all my screenshots and saved things they're not on there anymore, which kind of sucks. But it's, besides that, I was coughing a little bit, so if I look a little bit different. Just word of mouth. The video got like 3.1 million views. I got a lot of followers off of it, and it's something where I think the algorithm kind of just throws you a bone. It's been something that's seen, said, confirmed of like, if TikTok wants to, they can make a video blow up. It's the equivalent of like a Charlie D'Amelio when she first was doing her stuff. Randomly, one of her videos got a ton of fucking likes and views. The equivalent to, there's someone right now who's like singing, doing like an ad lib to a song. People are saying that she looks very pretty. And she does this voiceover thing, and she's at the highest liked video or something like that. Then there is the video, there's another video of like, it's like chocolate covered strawberries or something, I've heard. That has a ton of likes. And to be honest, I think a lot of it, I think it's just a little bit of like a human psychology sort of thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like when they see a big number, they want to add to that number. When people see a very small number, they want to add to it in the sense of they saw it first, they thought it was pretty interesting, they want it to go places. And then there's a middle ground. There's a little bit of a niche. It's like if it's got 100 likes or something, like this shit's ass. And it just doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. You, especially on my account, I could probably screen record it whenever I find it, when I'm in the middle of editing this video. You will swipe TikTok using it frequently, and you will see TikTok creator fund program, boost your stuff, business. You will get ads consistently to suggest, hey, if you want your video to do better, since you're stuck in TikTok jail or TikTok 200 view jail, you should just pay for it. Just pay for views, pay for likes, pay for followers. This is something that messed up TikTok when it first was introduced, because you could buy all of these things. Maybe not all of it, especially views. More or less, it's impressions. You're buying impressions. You're buying the ability to show your stuff to more people than what the algorithm would naturally show. That shit's really fucking dumb. Obviously, you know, you have things on YouTube where my account, this account, it's in a better state. It's at 3,000 subs. And I said thank you in another video. I'll say thank you again to anyone who is a concurrent watcher of my stuff. I do appreciate you. But anyways, not a whole lot of people can get to 3,000 unless you buy them or something like that unofficially. I don't think you can buy stuff on YouTube like that. But it's a thing where it's like, if someone who has 25 million subs, or a million, they post a video and it's the same thing every time, and every time it goes to the algorithm and it's boosted out into the search feed recommended page, people watch it. YouTube as a business goes, okay, a lot of people are watching this, we want more people to watch it, let's share it. Instead of, you know, the sort of thing where, like, I do feel that a lot of my things that I have posted, if you just slapped on that it has 1 million views, more people would just watch it because of the number. That's how interest works a lot of the time. And it's really, it's annoying. And I know this is more or less a video about TikTok, and I'm bringing it into YouTube now. But YouTube has YouTube Shorts. They tried copying it. They boost those videos extremely high. I can pull over, hold on, I gotta make sure I'm talking to the mic. I can pull over a thing that kind of shows it. If you post too many times or something like that, the video will legitimately not do shit. And that's fine. I don't mind that. I will try to show, a lot of my stuff is limited, but it's like, I mean, I guess they kind of are all right, but it's mostly because the videos are limited, which basically means it's the yellow sign instead of the green monetized sign. So if it's limited, they can't show ads on it. So if they can't show ads, they're not going to show it to everyone. It's an issue. I get it. It makes sense. It was all because of like PewDiePie a long time ago or some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, overall, a lot of the platforms and things like that are pretty boring in the sense of, it's not about discovery. It's about trying to keep people on the platform as long as possible, trying to make sure their session is long, which a session is like how long you stay in the app without opening up something else, swiping out, closing it, or something. Like you are still staying on the app. It's a lot of stuff that the algorithm cares about. They design the algorithm that way. They care about it that way. They want it to do, like, things, videos do well. That happens, but you will see a lot of videos of guys talking in their cars, just a random dude just talking, or a stitch, someone responds to a comment. If you're using their features a lot of the time, your video does a little bit better. If you post a video saying I'm going live, that video does a whole lot better. If you post a story, like with my videos being shunned right now, if I post a story on TikTok, which is the equivalent to Instagram, all that stuff, just a regular story, a little icon, you tap on it, it's like 30 seconds or something. Those videos will do fine. They get shown to people. That doesn't always happen. Like for regular videos. And it's just, It's kind of me venting about it. I'm gonna forget about it soon. Like if say my next video does completely fine, and I'm like, okay, cool, the videos are doing better again, whatever, that video is kind of a waste. But this thing happens. It happens a lot. It's really fucking annoying. It is very frustrating. It is something where it's like, this isn't like my job. Okay, I make some money off of YouTube, but it's like, it's not enough to be sustainable. I've only had one video do exponentially well. And if I could recreate that, that would be great. I would love that. But I'm still just trying to figure stuff out on the platform. And that's the same for TikTok. I'm trying to figure stuff out on there. So for TikTok, if stuff isn't working, pack your bags. Because, and this was, I probably should have brought it up way earlier. This will be a little bit of like, this is the end, I'd say. But there are a lot of people on the platform who can upload 8 videos in a day, 2 hours, 1 hour apart from each other. And all the videos do very well. 20,000 views, 1,000 likes, and then they grow 100,000 views in a couple hours. It's just pick and choose. It's really stupid. It's a lot of people who, I do believe a lot of the people who watch this stuff are very average people. And that's not me hating on people. That's not me saying you guys are stupid. Not you guys, but like people. There are people who are stupid, but not everyone is dumb when it comes to the stuff that they're watching. But there's a lot of people who mindlessly watch. A lot of people who, they really treat that serotonin, whatever, like that boost of energy in their brain whenever something nice happens. They're just like, oh yeah, let me like this. Lots of shit like that. And it's fucking dumb. It is really dumb. Because it just kind of feels like a lot of people have a bit of favoritism. And that's really boring. I honestly would rather have all the platforms have it where it's, if the fucking like content is actually good, have that content be shared. If that is consistently being viewed, show that, but also have it just be as fair for the people with like 0 to nothing views. I get a lot of people on YouTube who know like no thumbnail. The title is like replay.mp4 something, and it's it's like a 10-hour video of them just playing Siege. That doesn't make sense to be recommended to me. But the people like myself, I mean, I'm not going to pull it over, but it's like, I put effort into my thumbnails. I put effort into the TikToks. I format them from the video, you know, stuff like that. A lot of the time when you look, if you try to compare, that's not always the greatest thing, but if you try to compare, you're going to sit there and go, what the fuck? How am I doing anything remotely wrong? It just doesn't make sense. I know it's a bit of like, you know, flooded markets and stuff like that. A lot of people are highly saturated. A lot of people are doing gaming. A lot of people are streaming. A lot of people are uploading TikToks about games. It makes sense. It is very evident that a lot of the stuff that does well on the platform is news-based or informational. They don't really care about like people having fun anymore. Like clips of like groups of friends playing games. People don't give a shit about that. And it's really weird. People are jumping upstairs. I don't know what the fuck that is. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. That's just me kind of ranting about it. Maybe you guys have something to say about it in the comments. I don't really know. I don't know if it's an issue that everyone has. I know that some people do, some people don't. But yeah, that's going to do it. Subscribe if you guys want to see more stuff like this. I get analytics. I see if you subscribed on this video. That'll let me know to make more videos like this talking about things. I will do that. If you guys like seeing it, I'll do it. I don't care. Doesn't really matter. It's whatever the algorithm likes, right? I'm like in prison. I'm like in hell. Hope you guys have a great day, great night, great week, great month, great whole rest of the year. It really doesn't matter when. Hope it's great for you guys though. See ya.